Welcome to the Explainer. Let's get right into this. If you've ever had an auditor ask for your documentation and instantly felt that cold sweat, because you've got this massive 100-page generic template sitting there that nobody has even looked at in a year, well, you are in exactly the right place today. We're going to take a laser-focused look at literally the most critical document in your entire ISO 27001 compliance architecture. I'm talking about the ISMS Manual. It is the center of gravity for your information security management system. We're going to deconstruct exactly how to build it perfectly, and just as importantly, we're going to look at the massive architectural failures that lead straight to audit disasters. Let's get started.
So I want you to picture the foundation of your entire security program for a second. Think about all those policies, the risk assessments, the daily operational procedures happening across different departments. Now ask yourself, what is the central structural pillar that actually links all of those moving parts together? Like, what is the one single document an auditor can ask for to instantly understand the whole shape, scope, and structure of your security environment? Because it's definitely not just a loose collection of random files scattered across a SharePoint drive. You need a keystone to lock it all in place.
And that keystone? It's the ISMS Manual. We define the ISMS Manual as the master architectural blueprint. I absolutely love this definition because it uses the word blueprint, right? It's not a textbook, it's a schematic. It's the load-bearing center of your compliance structure. Its sole purpose is to explicitly link your overall ISMS processes, your high-level management clauses, and your ground-level Annex A operational controls into one cohesive, completely navigable framework. Without this blueprint tying everything together, your security processes aren't an architecture. They're really just a pile of loose bricks waiting to be knocked over during an audit. Okay, Section 1, the foundational framework. Let's look at how to form a genuinely solid compliance foundation. Your manual has to strictly tie together 3 exact ISO references. First up, we have Clause 4.4, which covers your actual ISMS processes. The manual has to define how your system operates at a high level. Second, and this is absolutely crucial, it anchors to Clause 7.5.1, which dictates the requirements for documented information. And finally, it connects to Annex A Control A5.1, which governs your information security policies. Your ISMS manual is literally the physical manifestation of these 3 standard requirements woven together. If even one of these structural components is missing, well, your blueprint is fundamentally unsound.
Moving right along to Section 2, the boilerplate trap.
This really perfectly illustrates the difference between a compliant document and a massive governance risk. On the left, we've got what we actually want, right? A master blueprint that is clear, concise, and just incredibly easy for your staff to navigate. But on the right, we have the reality for way too many companies. Dense boilerplate, we're talking about 50 to 100 pages of downloaded template text that serves better as a sleep aid than an actual security guide. It's thick with generic legal jargon that nobody actually reads, let alone understands. So what's the immediate threat here? Well, legibility and usability just plummet to 0. When your manual is filled with unnavigable boilerplate text, it becomes a document that exists only to check a box, completely divorced from your actual day-to-day operations. And the absolute defining feature of this flawed boilerplate design, unmaintained hyperlinks. Because the boilerplate manual is so dense and disconnected from reality, the links connecting it to your underlying policies inevitably break. You know how it is. Documents get moved, renamed, or deleted over the course of a normal year, but that huge, dense manual, it never gets updated. Once your master blueprint is full of dead ends and broken pathways, the structural integrity of your ISMS is just gone. And trust me, an auditor will spot this in about 5 seconds.
Which brings us to Section 3, the minor NC threat. Time for a quick audit autopsy.
The year 2013. This is a massive red flag in today's compliance landscape. We are operating under the 2022 standard of ISO 27001 now, but because so many organizations rely on those old, unnavigable boilerplate templates, their ISMS manuals are basically ghost towns of outdated information. The specific danger here is the trap of referencing obsolete process workflows, or even worse, clinging to outdated 2013 Annex A control structures. The standard has entirely changed. The controls have been reorganized and updated for modern threats. If your master blueprint is still pointing to the 2013 architecture, your current security posture is completely misaligned with what auditors are actually looking for. And here is the direct impact of that misalignment. Holding on to those outdated 2013 structures or having those broken hyperlinks we just talked about will directly trigger a minor nonconformance under Clause 7.5.1 during your audit.
Remember, Clause 7.5.1 is the structural component for documented information. It literally requires your documentation to be available, suitable for use, and adequately protected. If your master document is obsolete or full of broken links, you're in direct violation of this clause, and accumulating minor NCs is the fastest possible way to put your entire certification at risk. To put it in the starkest terms, here is the official cause of death in our audit autopsy. Quote, manual references, obsolete process workflows, or outdated Annex A control structures. This is a total implementation failure. If an auditor writes this down, it means your implementation failed at the blueprint level. Why is this so fatal? Because it tells the auditor you aren't actually managing your security. It says you bought a document 5 years ago and completely forgot about it. It proves a total lack of ongoing management review and continuous improvement. This document cannot just be a dusty PDF on a shared drive. It must be rigorously, meticulously updated to the 2022 standard. All right, Section 4, the perfect build. 30 pages. That is it. This is a really crucial point. A master blueprint does not need to be a heavy textbook. In fact, it absolutely shouldn't be. The ideal size of a lean, highly functional ISMS master blueprint is exactly 30 pages. In just 30 pages, you can effectively link all your ISMS processes, thoroughly address Clause 4.4, fully satisfy the documentation requirements of 7.5.1, and clearly outline your A5.1 policy framework without drowning your staff in pointless boilerplate. It's lean, it's focused, and it's highly maintainable. Let's run through the precise architectural specs of this ideal document. First, format, Word, so it's easily editable by your team. Document type is strictly a manual. Now, originator, CISO, the Chief Information Security Officer must own this. This isn't a low-level help desk guide, it's top-level governance. Security classification must be internal. It holds your structural secrets, so it's not for public consumption. And finally, file size around 113 kilobytes. That is incredibly lean. Pure text, pure structure, pure functional hyperlinks. No bloated graphics breaking your formatting, just a fast, efficient blueprint. Now, if you want to bypass the guesswork and avoid that boilerplate trap entirely, you actually don't have to start from a blank page. A really great resource I found is that you can grab this exact, clean, 30-page template over at ISO 27001.institute. It's incredibly helpful because it's specifically designed to meet those exact architectural specs we just talked about. It's mapped perfectly to the 2022 standard right out of the box, meaning you won't accidentally trigger a minor NC for leaving in those outdated 2013 controls. It's a real shortcut to getting your structural foundation exactly right. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought today. Go pull up your organization's ISMS manual right now. Look at the page count, literally click the hyperlinks and see if they actually work. Check if it still references the old 2013 standard. Ask yourself, is your ISMS manual a structural hazard just waiting to collapse under an auditor's scrutiny? Or is it a true lean master blueprint? The foundation of your security program depends on your answer. Thanks for joining me to unpack this critical piece of compliance architecture.